Greetings to all. Beta class 9. We are going to start chapter 2 of geography, that is physical features of India. The name of the chapter shows, physical features, like you people have your physical features, your eyes, your nose, your face, all the features means the recognition. Hai na? So like you people have your physical features, the same way we are talking about the physical features of India, means the different landforms, the different relief features of India. So let's start the chapter. You have already learned earlier that India is a vast country with varied landforms. What kind of terrain do you live in? If you live in the plains, you are familiar with vast stretches of plain land. In contrast, if you live in hilly region, the rugged terrain with mountains and valleys are common features. In fact, our country has practically all major physical features of the earth, that is mountains, plains, deserts, plateaus and islands. So with the help of examples we are discussing it. If the people who live in plain areas, they know about the vast stretches, the vast areas of plains, but the people who are living in mountain areas, they know about the rocky and rugged terrain of the area. And if we talk about India have all the major landforms of the earth, like mountains, plains, desert, islands, plateau, etc. So the next para, the land of India displays great physical variation geographically. The peninsular plateau. So what is peninsula? The word we have here, peninsula. So what is peninsula? Peninsula means a landform surrounded by water on three sides, that is peninsula. Anji. The peninsular plateau constitutes one of the ancient landmasses on the Earth's surface. It was supposed to be one of the most stable land blocks. The Himalayas and the northern plains are the most recent landforms. And if we talk about Deccan Plateau, means peninsular plateau here, Deccan Plateau, that is one of the oldest land masses. And if we talk about Himalayas, they are an example of young fold mountains. So they are the most recent landforms. From the viewpoint of geology, Himalayan mountains form an unstable zone. Unstable means there may be changes, means some of the changes or transformations take place. The whole mountain system of Himalaya represents a very youthful topography with high peaks, deep valleys, and fast flowing rivers. As the Himalayas are young fold mountains, so we find uh, high peaks, steep peaks, then deep valleys, and lots of rivers there, flowing rivers. The northern plains are formed of alluvial deposits, alluvial, the most fertile soil. The peninsular plateau is composed of igneous and metamorphic rocks with gently rising hills and wide valleys. This is about peninsular plateau. That in peninsular plateau, the peninsular plateau is made up of igneous and metamorphic rocks. About rock system we have read about in class 7. So we have three types of rocks: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. And this peninsular plateau, this is composed of igneous and metamorphic rocks. So let us discuss the major physiographic divisions of India. Okay, so the Himalayan mountains, the northern plains, the peninsular plateau, the Indian desert, the coastal plains, the islands. The Himalayas, geologically young and structurally fold mountains. Anji, so Himalayas are young geologically, means if we talk about age, the formation at the time of their origin, they are young, and structurally means according to structure, if we categorize them, they are fold mountains stretch over northern borders of India. These mountain ranges run in a west-east direction from the Indus to the Brahmaputra. We see so one more image we have, see here. So this is Himalayan range, the Himalayas, this dark brown shade. So these mountain ranges run in a west-east direction from the Indus to the Brahmaputra. The Himalayas represent the loftiest and one of the most rugged mountain barriers in the world. They form an arc which covers a distance of about 2,400 km. Their width varies from 400 km in Kashmir to 150 km in Arunachal Pradesh. And now see this. If we see here in Jammu and Kashmir, the width is more. So see here, Indus River. So from Indus River to river Brahmaputra. This is river Brahmaputra here. The Brahmaputra is known with the name of Sangpo in this here in Tibet. So this is Brahmaputra. Arunachal Pradesh. So Arunachal Pradesh, the width of the Himalayas is approximate 150 km. And in Jammu and Kashmir, it is around 400 km. The altitudinal variation are greater in the eastern half than those of the western half. The Himalayas consist of three parallel ranges in its longitudinal extent. The number of valleys lie between these ranges. The northernmost range is known as the Great or Inner Himalayas or the Himadri. It is the most continuous range consisting of the loftiest peaks with the average height of 6,000 meters. It contains all prominent Himalayan peaks. Hanji. So, see here, the Great Himalayas. So, the three ranges. The first is the Inner Himalayas or the Himadri or the Great Himalayas, means the uppermost part over here. This is, see, if I draw a vertical line here, then we come to know this is vertical. See, the uppermost layer, that is Himadri, the innermost part, that is Himadri. Then we have Himachal, and the lowest one is Shivaliks. Okay. Hanji. Next. So in the innermost part of the Himalayas, we have peaks, the mountain peaks with 6,000 meters. Okay, so the next one, here we have discussed these. These are some of the peaks. The folds of the Great Himalayas are asymmetrical in nature. Asymmetrical in nature means somewhere these are more and somewhere it is less. The core of this part of Himalayas is composed of granite. It is perennial snow bound, and a number of glaciers descend from this range. Perennial snow bound means throughout the year it is covered with snow. And you see some of the range lying to the south of the Himadri forms the most rugged mountain system, that is known as Himachal or Lesser Himalayas. The ranges are mainly composed of highly compressed and altered rocks. The altitude varies between 3,700 to and 4,500 meters, and the average width is of 50 kilometer, while the Pir Panjal range forms the longest and the most important range. Pir Panjal, that is the most important or the longest uh, range of the Himachal, the second range. The Dhar and Mahabharat ranges are also prominent ones. These are some of the names of the ranges lying here. This range consists of the famous valley of Kashmir, the Kangra, and Kulu Valley in Himachal Pradesh. This region is well known for its hill stations, and you students will love to go on hill stations during summer vacation. Though this year, due to coronavirus, we are not moving out, but in the previous years, most of you people used to go to hill stations. So the areas like Kangra, Kullu, Himachal, these most of the students or the children, they love to go to these places. So for today, this is sufficient. Your work is to read it, to discuss with your friends, and if you have any question or query, discuss with me in the class. Have a nice day.